Hi Aries, welcome back to your full moon in Leo reading for February 5th, 2023. Your theme for the next 2 weeks is the World card. This is a card of completions, graduations, the end of a cycle, the beginning of something new. We're just tying up loose ends before we move on to the next cycle. But it's also can be blockages. So if you notice that the snake is surrounded by this wreath, that is a sort of, it can be a blockage, but it can also be like a cocoon that's just sort of protecting you while you're finishing up this last bit of this particular cycle. But it can also be blocks to moving forward, and that's because we're just finishing up or cleaning up little things, and it's usually just small things before we move on to the next cycle. So nice, Aries. Spring is coming. That for me is the new year. When you start planting seeds, don't plant seeds in the winter. Bulbs maybe, but not seeds. Anyway, all right, let's see what's going on. What is the full moon closing out for you? Because this is a full moon, and full moons close out cycles. So the world definitely is an indication of that. So you have the Emperor card. This is the Father card, the big boss, the jefe, the chief. It's the person who makes laws, and he can either rule with an iron fist or make laws for the good of people. But it's also somebody who sets foundations down. So that's what a law is, or rules, regulations. They're foundations that everybody has to abide for a good community. I'll put it that way, for a good community. You have the Ace of Wands with that, so you are definitely setting down some new guidelines, some new foundations for a new beginning. Ace of Wands is your passion card. It's the fire that lights you up inside. It's the energy that moves you. It's that spark that moves you to do something. And with the Emperor card, which happens to be also associated with Aries, this is probably you. And you are getting busy with something new here. It's a new initiation. You're initiating something new. The Ace of Wands is my autumn card. So this may refer to something you were dealing with in the autumn of 2022, and you are going to, maybe you've set the foundations now. It's very possible with the World card there that one cycle of this initiatory beginning was started around then, so maybe you could have been learning something new, and now you're kind of ready to set that foundation, or perhaps even the foundation is set and ready to be planted with that Ace of Wands. Okay. How you're dealing with it, or how you react, is the Four of Wands. So the Emperor can also be a boss who wants to put you into a new position or wants you to start something new. That can also be possible here, because with the Four of Wands, you have, these are people who think like you, who act like you, and again, it's a four. So strong foundations with two fours. Really set in stone, kind of, my feeling. The Four of Wands is going to be then people who think like you, act like you, and they want to bring you into the fold. They want you to be a part of their group, their celebration, their work ideas. Remember, Four or Wands are really about ideas and passions. But they are people of like mind. This is also a rite of passage, so whatever is happening seems kind of important. Wow. Yeah, nice. You have the Empress there. So the Empress is the birth of something new. She's fertile. So I think you have some really great ideas. And find it interesting too because you have 4 wands here and 1 here. So you may be establishing one of the ideas that a group, maybe you're leading the group, that is establishing one of the ideas. And there's a lot of creative energy behind it. The Empress is fertility. So maybe this one idea can branch out into other ideas, or this one idea can take other people along with it, and it can grow. And there's absolutely the fruits of your labor up here with this card and the Empress card, which is fertility, it is creativity. It's a wonderful card in this instance. This is the Venus card. So when you, it's a major arcana as well as, so they're a pair, the Emperor and the Empress. It's really 2 halves that fit perfectly together. They do different things, but they complement each other extremely well. You can be giving birth to something here. You might be giving birth with the Empress card. You might be getting pregnant. That's also a possibility here. But this marks with, if that is the case, this really marks the end of a cycle. So this might be a first child, or if you are pregnant, because it really is the end of that sort of old lifestyle, and onto something completely different, as Monty Python says. So the Empress is, if you feel that you are part of nature, you are also abundant, as opposed to being apart from nature. That can give you a lack mentality, but that's not what I see here, not at all. In fact, this is extremely fertile. Wow. Okay, let's see the result here. We'll get some more information. I have the King of Cups. That is my Cancer card. This is somebody who has mastered their emotions. They're the calm in the storm. They are highly intelligent people, often like history. It's not that they're not emotional, they've just mastered them. They just know how to deal with their emotions. Or in this lifetime, that's their big lesson. They're learning to deal with their emotions. 3 of Pentacles with that. So this is going to be somebody that you are going to collaborate with the 3 of Pentacles there. This reading is just writing itself, really. The 3 of Pentacles is about collaborative efforts. Anything that you possibly don't know, or this could be with somebody who's giving you instruction. Whatever you are lacking, it's very possible that this person can fulfill that end of a work project, or an artistic project. It does feel very creative, both with that 3 and the Empress, because 3 is creativity. So if it is something that you have recently learned and you're ready to put it into practice, the 3 of Pentacles can be the apprentice who has sort of graduated to the next level. And I think that's where you're headed here, with the 3 of Pentacles there. The King of Cups, Cancers have an amazing work ethic. So if this is somebody that you are collaborating with, or somebody who's actually showing what they're after here, they're highly intelligent people, and like I said, they have a great work ethic, so it would be somebody really good to partner with, in my opinion. It's a cardinal sign, so they expect the best. They expect the best from themselves and from the people around them. Aries is also cardinal, so it is a really nice matchup here. Interesting. All right, let's get some more information, even though I could leave it here and be completely happy with it, because it's very clean, it's very clear, and it's very nice. And so these 2 weeks with the World card, now there could be some travel involved with the World. Maybe you have to travel to different places, and I say that because the Emperor is in a very dry area where you can see that there's a little bit of water flowing, but he's in a mountainous region. It's a very different, a very different terrain than the King of Cups, so there could be some distance there. It doesn't have to be, but there could be. And it's also very possible that the Four of Wands is somebody who says, okay, we have a place for you here while we're working this thing out. But I would say in the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot of conversation about how things can and will and should be done. But I really feel like this is a nice conversation. Everybody's on the same page here. Everybody wants the same thing. Nice. All right, let's get a clarification for this one. You have the Two of Pentacles. So this is just juggling things, but it's light. Juggling is a fun activity. But again, you can see the kind of the emotional waters there. So I kind of get the feeling that everybody wants this to go really well. It will benefit everyone if they do, but we're juggling. I would say, for my feeling, financial. So this could be somebody who wants to back you financially. That's also possible here. But also duties, priorities comes up for me as well. So it seems like there's kind of some multitasking going on here. The Emperor is good with that. But with the wavy waters, I kind of have the feeling that the King of Cups can also be a bit demanding, and so I think maybe somebody is trying to keep the balls in the air. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's usually the Two of Pentacles is quite light. If this is a child coming, this is a very sexual card. But also, with that Three of Pentacles, we could be prepping a room, a house, a space for a new child. Or maybe even moving to a new place because the family is growing. That kind of thing as well. So it's a general reading. Can be a lot of things for a lot of people. But there's certainly fertility here, without a doubt, and creative energies. So that Two of Pentacles can also be being able to afford a bigger family and new person whilst changing up the house, changing the rooms, that kind of thing. You do have some decisions to make here. There can be a little bit of choice and some confusion in those choices. And this card always says, what does the heart want? So each of those cups, there's 7 cups, represent a planet, and every planet has something to offer. And so you could have a lot of choice, I'm going to say, and a lot of confusion. I want to get another one for that. It's, again, I don't feel negative here at all. The original reading is quite fun and a lot of energy around it. Really nice. Yeah. So you'll pick one. Out of the 7, you'll pick one, and it'll be one that I have a feeling that you intuitively know, or sparks your creative energy, something that's emotional, something that's close to the heart, and something that could even be inspired. Yeah, nice, really nice. Ace of Cups. This is just the heart, the emotions that overflow. Really nice. And it is inspired. There's inspiration there. It's the beginning of a new emotional cycle for you. Wow. Nice. Okay. And then lastly, for the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So life is a gamble. But this is also maybe because of this person things become more stable. I know that's strange with the Wheel of Fortune, but why I say that is because if you were at the bottom of the wheel, like this Two of Pentacles would be, because he's trying to juggle and keep the balls up in the air, the Wheel of Fortune is saying you are moving towards the top of the wheel where there's more, you're more steady, and things tend to go your way. It's a change of luck, and definitely in the better, for the better, especially with that Ace of Wands there. So you have two aces, really, really nice. Again, that 10, or the Wheel of Fortune, which is good fortune in this case for sure, is also saying that momentum is building, and tens are always starting a new cycle while finishing up an old one simultaneously. So that could be why, you're kind of juggling situations as well. It's not it's not that it's not going smoothly, it's just there's a lot to do. And so you are juggling. And also with that Ace of Cups, there is again a lot of creativity and just emotional overflow. So if you are pregnant, it's very possible that you're feeling the hormones in action as well. So they might be tears, but they could be tears of joy in this case. Well, it really feels like a celebration here. This really feels good. It's very positive. It's very uplifting. And it feels to me like things are kind of really going in your favor. And that's a nice way to finish up this old cycle while continuing to, moving into this new cycle simultaneously. Really nice. So what does Spirit want you to know? Wow, Nine of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is fiercely independent. It can be legacies as well, like inheritance. But it is somebody who is pretty well-to-do financially. But it's the comfort, and it's the beauty, and it's the luxury that we want to put around us and feel around us. And this goes quite well with the Empress card as well, because we want things to be perfect and physically beautiful. So you could be really working towards that as well, to making things just perfect and luxurious with the Nine of Pentacles. It's really one of my favorite cards, and this one I think is particularly beautiful. But if you are pregnant, congratulations. If this is a new business, congratulations. And if I'm off on any of it, but something new is starting, congratulations, because from what I see here, it's going to go swimmingly. And you have help. You have the right people around you. And there's definitely something to celebrate here. With that Four of Wands, it's a celebration. It's a rite of passage. So there's absolutely something wonderful to celebrate here. Congratulations and well done. I wish you the very, very best. May be blessed and elevated, everyone. Thank you for listening. I'll be back in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. I do dailies. I'll talk to you soon.